Why houses are so expensive in America. For generations, owning a home has been part of the American dream, a symbol of success, stability, and freedom. But today that dream feels more like a fantasy. In 1950, the average American home cost about $7,000. Today it's over $420,000, nearly 60 times more. And the gap between wages and housing prices keeps growing every year. So why is housing in the United States so expensive? And what makes it worse than in most of the world? Let's break it down. 1. The American dream. Out of reach. For decades, the promise was simple. Work hard, save money, buy a house. But that formula doesn't work anymore. In the 1980s, the average home cost around 3 times the average annual income. Today, it's closer to 8 to 10 times. That means even people with stable jobs, teachers, nurses, young professionals, can't afford a home without taking on massive debt. It's not that people aren't working hard, it's that the system has changed around them. 2. The supply problem. We don't build enough. At the heart of the crisis is a simple fact. America isn't building enough homes. For every 10 families looking to buy, there are only about 7 available houses. That shortage drives prices up, especially in big cities like Los Angeles, New York, and San Francisco. Why don't we build more? The biggest barrier is zoning laws, local rules that restrict what can be built and where. In many neighborhoods, it's illegal to build apartment buildings or even duplexes. Cities were designed for single-family homes, not modern demand. Add long permit delays, construction costs, and neighborhood opposition, and you get a housing market that simply can't keep up. Corporate landlords, the new real estate kings. Once upon a time, homes were bought by families. Now they're bought by corporations. After the 2008 financial crisis, large investment firms like BlackRock, Invitation Homes, and private equity funds began buying thousands of houses across the country. They rent them out, wait for prices to rise, and make huge profits. It's a business model that works great for investors, but terrible for ordinary Americans. Every home that becomes an investment property is one less home for a family. And when corporations own neighborhoods, they can control rent prices and reduce competition. As one expert said, housing in America has turned from a place to live into a financial product. 4. Interest rates and the mortgage trap. Another reason homes feel unaffordable. The cost of borrowing. When interest rates rise, monthly mortgage payments skyrocket. In 2020, a 30-year mortgage had an interest rate of around 3%. By 2025, it's closer to 7%. That difference can add hundreds of thousands of dollars over the life of a loan. So even if home prices stop rising, higher interest rates keep them out of reach. People who bought homes years ago won't sell because they'd lose their low rates. That keeps supply tight, pushing prices even higher. It's a vicious cycle, and the middle class is trapped in it. 5. Rent is the new mortgage. As home ownership becomes harder, more people are forced to rent. And landlords know it. The average rent in America has climbed above $2,000 per month. And in cities like New York, it can be double that. Worse, rent prices are rising faster than wages. A generation ago, you could rent while saving for a home. Today, you rent forever and save nothing. For many young Americans, home ownership isn't delayed, it's canceled. 6. The geography of inequality. Housing costs don't rise evenly. In some regions, prices have exploded, while others remain affordable. Coastal cities like San Francisco and Boston are so expensive that middle-class families are leaving in droves. Meanwhile, southern and midwestern states, like Texas, Tennessee, and Ohio, have become migration magnets. But that shift creates new problems. As more people move to affordable areas, prices there also rise. Eventually, nowhere feels affordable anymore. 7. The hidden costs of owning a home. Even if you manage to buy a home, the expenses don't stop. Property taxes, maintenance, and insurance can add thousands per year. In places like Florida or California, home insurance costs have doubled in just a few years due to hurricanes and wildfires. Climate change is making some areas almost uninsurable, forcing homeowners to either pay massive premiums or risk losing everything. So owning a home isn't just expensive, it's a constant financial battle. 8. The American system, built for profit. Let's be honest, housing in America isn't designed for people. It's designed for profit. Banks make money on mortgages. Developers make money on luxury buildings. Investors make money on rising prices. And politicians often protect those profits, not the people. Meanwhile, regular Americans are left with 2 bad options. Pay too much or own nothing. Compare that to countries like Germany, where renting is protected by law and prices are stable. Or Japan, where building rules are flexible, allowing new housing supply to meet demand. In America, regulation protects property values and not affordability. 9. A dream redefined. The American dream used to mean a house with a yard and a white picket fence. Today, it might mean simply having a roof you can afford. Younger generations are rethinking what success means. For many, it's no longer about owning, and it's about living without crushing debt. That's not failure, it's adaptation. Because the reality is, the system wasn't built to give everyone a house. It was built to sell one. 10. Conclusion, the price of the dream. So why are houses so expensive in America? Because every part of the system, from land to loans, treats housing as a product, not a right. The free market gave people freedom to buy, sell, and invest, but it also turned homes into commodities. The result? The American dream is still alive, but it's for sale and the price keeps rising. What do you think? Would you trade freedom for affordability? Or do you believe the market should decide? Comment your opinion and subscribe for more Facts USA and World Stories.